Okay, Rick, kindly introduce yourself to our audience, please.
Yes, sir. I'm Deputy Sheriff Detective Ricky Bell.
Okay, Rick, if I may, could you tell us what's going on there now? Why are we here today?
Seems to be there was some sightings of an animal that people are calling the Chupacabra, which I've actually, maybe, I don't know for sure, I've seen. So if people are not, believing people.
Do you have a recent sighting of yours personally? Is that what you're saying?
Sort of, kind of. I mean, I really didn't get a good look at it, but I was on a routine call heading out on Route 94, and I was just driving down the road, and all of a sudden this well-known crack user just ran across the street, right? And I've seen him run before because he's run from me, but this was different. He seemed to be running for his life. So I pulled over in the area from the woods that he came from, and I looked over to the right, and I saw something that I wasn't quite sure what it was, but it was hiding behind a tree.
Okay, Sheriff Rick, so if I'm understanding you right, you're saying that...
I'm sorry, sir. It's Detective Rick.
Oh, excuse me. Detective Rick. What you're saying is this sighting here in North Odessa is Chupacabra, the kind that prevalent in Mexico, believed and called myths by Mexican people. Some believe it, some don't. Is this the same animal or creature you were speaking of?
Well, according to everything I've read or, looked at as far as what this animal supposedly is, it didn't come from Mexico. The wetbacks think it might have, but what I've heard is it comes from Brazil, and I'm tired of all these people, trying to underestimate the way that, things that I can understand, things that I can pull off, because, I am a detective. Gives me the power.
Detective Rick, to add credibility with our viewers, I wanted to confirm something with you. My sources tell me that at one time you were not just a detective with the Sheriff's Department. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir, it is. I used to be a Texas Ranger, but my lieutenant decided otherwise. He took my stature away for reasons that I'm really not quite sure about, but, okay. They never told me what it was. They just took my badge and took my gun and told me I needed to step down.
But you still retained all your skills, investigative skills, didn't you, sir?
Oh, yes, of course.
Is there any doubt that you'll track this Chupacabra down?
No doubt in my mind whatsoever, because of the skills I've learned being a detective, deputy sheriff. When you're a detective, you learn things that your normal person can't understand. I mean, I've learned things that your average person, it's not going to comprehend with them because of just, they live their everyday life. Me, I'm on the hunt for somebody. I'm wanting to catch the criminal factor in the fucking world, It's all about me getting the bad guy. I'm your savior, man. And that's what I don't understand why I ain't Texas Ranger no more.
Moved indoors for safety. Sundown came and Detective Rick tells us that that's when the Chupacabra come out to hunt. What would you like to say in closing as far as safety concerns go, Detective Rick?
Well, after years of detective work and everything, I'd like to say that no one, under any circumstances, should go outside past evening time whenever they see their dogs acting a little odd, or seeing their chickens freak out and run into their little hen houses, because the Chupacabra is real, and it's not a joke. It's something that should be taken very seriously. Very seriously. And you should take this from someone who has had lots of law enforcement attention. You understand? I mean, I have been in law enforcement for years and years, and although I have been above average law enforcement before, excuse me, hold on. still know what I'm talking about. I know that I've been ranked down, but you yourself are the average citizen. You're the one that should believe